Hi everyone, so in this video I want to show you how to create a mandala, but instead of it being on paper using pencil and markers, I'm going to show you how to do it digitally on the iPad using Procreate. So first thing you want to do is you want to open up your iPad and you want to find Procreate. Procreate looks like the app with the black background and a little feather swishing across it. You're going to click on Procreate. This is your gallery. So in here, you'll see all of the other art pieces that everybody else is working on. Do not touch anyone else's artwork in this gallery. If you mess somebody else's artwork up, it's not going to be good. To make our own artwork, you're going to go to the top right-hand corner and click the plus sign. It's going to ask you for the size that you want. The size that you want for this particular project is square. So find square and click on that. It's going to open up to a new canvas, and this is what we want our page to look like to start. This is like a digital piece of paper that you can move about the screen, and you can use all of the tools at the top. We've got a wrench, magic wand, selector, pointer, brushes, smudger, eraser, layers, and color. We'll be using some of these tools, but to start, what I want you to do is I want you to hit wrench, so top left-hand corner. You're going to go to canvas. So canvas is right here. So again, wrench and then canvas. You're going to go to the fourth one down. So it says 1, 2, 3, 4. It says drawing guide. You're going to click this little button to turn that on. So it should look blue right there. Then underneath it, it says edit drawing guide. You're going to click on that. Right at the bottom, there are 4 options. You're looking for the option that says symmetry. You're going to click on that. And then underneath there, there's an option button. You're going to click on radial. So there's that. Once you have clicked on radial, you're going to click done. What you just did is set up your canvas so that you can use these tools. If you need to click done again, hit done again. You want your canvas to look almost like a pizza. Next, what you're going to do using your brush tool, which is right here, and your color tool, which is right here, you're going to pick a brush and a color. And when you pick a brush, so I'm just going to pick a random one, and I'm going to pick green. When I draw in one slice of my pie, it will mirror and copy into all of the slices of pie. So watch here. What I draw will go in all of the slices of pie. It is creating rotational radial symmetry. Now, if you do a line and you don't like it, you can 2-finger tap to go back and 3-finger tap to go forward. If you don't remember your fingers, you have an undo and a redo button right here. So I'm undoing, 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 undo, undo. I want to make sure that I don't undo so far that I mess up my drawing guide, so you're going to have that there. Now, what's really cool about this is you can focus on just one section of the pie. So I'm just zooming in. Using my brush tool and using my sizer tool, so my sizer is right here, I'm going to use these tools to draw in my name to hide in that one section of the pie. So what I would do is zoom in on one and just focus on that one. So using any of the drawing brushes, you can create and hide your name in. Now, if I were to use the water brush is hard to write with. So if I'm doing an S, it's kind of hard to read. So you want to make sure that you're picking brushes where you can see what you're doing. So it might take a couple minutes to kind of figure out what brush you want. And you also want to figure out what colors you want. So you can click through the different color palettes here. And you also have some preset palettes over on the side. Pick some colors that you would like. I'm going to let this part fast forward. I'm going to start filling in my design into the one pie piece, and then I'm going to look at it as a whole and see if I like what I've created. So fast forward for this. Okay, cool. I've got Stratton hidden in my entire design. What I decided to do is I did one brush for S, one different brush for T, different color, and then for each letter I did a different brush and a different color. Couple helpful hints too. If you're working on a section and say I want to draw a perfectly straight line, if you press and draw and hold, what it will do is it will autocorrect the line or the shape to make it perfect. text. So you can do a shape like that. Once all of your letters are in for your name, that's when you can add bonus details. When you add bonus details, you just want to make sure that you don't cover up your letters. So for example, if I want to take like any of the fancy brushes, maybe the lights brush, I could take that and put it light in my background somewhere, but I just want to make sure that I'm not covering up my letters. So see, if I do that, you can't read the S, the T, and the R very well. So I'm going to do undo. You also can change your opacity. Opacity is how see-through a color is. So what I can do is I could turn this down and then I could add my bubbles in. They're almost so light that you can't even see them. So you could fiddle with that opacity tool. Goal is to be able to read your entire name and have it still be abstract, symmetrical, and a mandala all at the same time. Once your design is done, you're going to stop and we need to upload it to Artsonia. The way you upload to Artsonia is you go top left-hand corner, wrench, over to share. JPEG is right here, JPEG. You're going to click on that. It's the fourth one down. And it's going to export it. You have to save it to the iPad. So 1, 2, 3, fourth one down. What that does is it saves it to this particular iPad. Click home. Go over to Artsonia. Once you're in Artsonia, you're going to go to your account. You're going to hit add artwork. You're going to go to digital mandalas. Confirm that it's you, and instead of taking the picture, you're going to import it from the photo library. That is where you saved your image before, so it should pop right up right here. And then you're just going to go in and edit like you normally do. You really shouldn't have to edit any of your colors because you already did all of the color part in Procreate, so you're going to just submit it. You're going to give it a title and do your artist statement, and then your digital design will be uploaded into your Artsonia account forever, which is great. When you're all done, you're going to click the home button and you're going to close up your iPad and you're going to return it to the correct number spot.